audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE. 191 is the phone number. Jenna Lewis is here tonight from Survivor. Just doing a little proofreading on my cheat sheet. And by the way, is it really a cheat sheet if most of the answers are wrong? You know what I mean? Like if I was taking a math test with this and I'd get a D-.
You're still cheating. It doesn't mean you have the right answers.
Here's how the show oftentimes work. I'm reading the cheat sheet and it says Jenna won 8 challenges, and I'm thinking, well, I don't remember her winning 8 challenges, but impressive.
That was the other Jenna.
I'm going to highlight this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They crossed it off.
Yeah, how many challenges did you win?
Absolutely none. Thanks
There
for
you
reminding
go.
me. Yeah,
Well,
that's more like it.
Only 800% off. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you didn't win any challenges at all. But let me say this. Coming in third place and not winning any challenges, there should be a special medal for that.
I think there should, too.
Because there are people who've come in, who've won 5, 6 challenges who didn't finish in the top 5.
Yeah.
And that is impressive.
Thank you very much.
I'm a huge fan of Survivor.
Are you?
We've had quite a few of them on the show. And first off, let me say this. You look better in real life.
I shower now.
You do. You look good. You clean
Thank
up nice. You don't look different. You just look better.
Ow!
Yeah.
Woo! I like that. Who's back there?
Yeah. Where's Amber?
Amber. She's slamming.
And Rob. Amber looked the island Amber's better than the gussied up Amber version.
Where did you meet Amber?
Just watching the finale on TV.
I see.
And seeing the pictures and stuff. She's an attractive lady.
Yeah.
But it is weird that some people, it's like the women that look worse on their wedding photos.
Yeah.
The nails, the eyeliner, the too much, it doesn't help them. There's some women it hurts them a little bit. Yeah.
But
What is that?
Amber's got a smoking hot body.
Oh, I know. Well, no, it's Amber's ass is smoking.
Yeah. And now what about, well, you can say that.
Okay.
You can say that. Now, do you have a crush on any of the guys while you're on the island?
No, not at all.
Nothing?
No, I was too busy playing the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you seem like a passionate woman.
I'm very passionate.
Yeah.
But not about any of the survivors.
Really?
More about the crew, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Some attractive crew guys.
Yeah, a lot of attractive crew guys.
Hey, let me tell you this, and I don't mean this in a gay way, but
Yes, you do.
crew guys are yummy. I mean, first off, cameramen are big, strapping guys.
They
like
are.
big calves, and they're big-shouldered guys because they're just lugging around the 60-pound thing. And they're very... They're really as close as we have to superheroes in today's
They run
life.
around.
They run around with this big camera. They never complain. They
quiet and brooding.
Once in a while, they do this move. Even I think chicks secretly like them. They push someone into the frame.
Oh, they
a
do,
little bit.
yes.
Just get in
Or
there.
out of the frame
Yeah,
is even
okay,
better.
out of there.
It's very aggressive. Actually, for
And
me,
they
it was
don't
that
talk.
they might.
They're just big guys who don't talk.
For me, it was that some of them actually smelled like food, which out there was very
yeah.
attracted
It was like a
to
Bugs
that.
Bunny cartoon. They
They would
turned into a
burp.
big hamburger.
A corn dog carrying a camera.
I'm not kidding at all.
Oh, I could imagine. Oh,
If I smelled food on them, I would be like, I would give it up for food right now.
I'll tell you, the food, like,
He's like, I want to be a cameraman on Survivor.
I'm just thinking about how we change in certain circumstances
That's
as
true.
humans. You know, we always think, oh, I'd never do that. But you get there where you're
I would do anything out
where
there
you're
for food.
surviving, you're trying to survive. People change.
well, you just, you realize what missing a breakfast and lunch does to you by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Drew is a man of exquisite passion, not only about ladies, but about food
Food,
consumption
sure.
as well. I mean, your passion knows no bounds.
Speaking of which, I had quite a bit at your party last night.
Yeah.
The Ace's birthday party.
Drew had some sushi. Drew sung some karaoke.
That's right.
What'd you sing?
Banged the bejesus out of one of the maids. Oh, yes.
What?
Man of exquisite
Jeez.
passion.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
For the help, apparently.
All right, I'm not done talking about Survivor,
Okay.
though.
Oh.
So now we come down to the end.
Yes.
And we're getting there, and it's you and Rupert and Rob and Amber.
Amber.
And then it really came down to it because Jenna had to decide who her allegiance was going to. She could have voted against Rupert. She had the alliance with it. It got her strategy did not pay off, by the way.
It didn't.
But at the time, it seemed like the only strategy that made sense. And then later on, guys who are armchair quarterbacking in the office were explaining, no, she should have cast her vote there and done that. What do you think about that?
Well, what they don't understand is everything that was going on behind the scenes. If you look at the core 7 that were left, starting with like Sheehan, Alicia, Tom, me, Rupert, Amber, and Rob, I couldn't have lied any differently than I did because I hated Sheehan and I wanted to kill her.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have worked. I didn't like Alicia, and then Tom had a special alliance with Rob on the side, which I knew about. So if I'd have gotten rid of Amber, that would have left me with all men who did not want me around because Rupert had an alliance with Tom too. So instead, I was running Rupert around.
Yeah.
I had him wrapped around my pinky finger, and so I told him everything to do.
Who you were there, obviously, and we just got to see it on TV. Who came across exactly how they were, and who would have surprised us on how different they actually were?
You mean how they appear to us on television versus how they're as a real person?
Yes.
Thank you, Drew.
Well, Rupert is exactly how he appears on television. The big teddy bear.
And they can all
loyal.
be exactly how they appear.
Well, the only one I would say is Sheehan. And I know it sounds so bitter, but we all really had a distaste for her.
She didn't come across that well.
No. I know she didn't come across well, but the reason that none of us would ally with her and even, like, we would just shake and nod our heads is because we really wanted to shoot ourselves when she opened her mouth.
It's really interesting, and Drew and I are constantly fascinated with this. The people that wonder why a group of strangers gets together and nobody likes them, and instead of thinking, well, maybe there's something I can do to get these people to like me more, they're angry at the entire group for not liking them.
Exactly.
That's your strategy? and by the way, it's such crazy supreme narcissism that they act like these people came preloaded to hate you. No, you earn it. Listen, everybody, whatever someone thinks of you, you earned it. For good, for good too. I mean, it works in a positive way. Yeah, she was like, everyone hated her, and she was just mad at everyone for hating her, and never really thought, well, what is she doing to get people to hate her? Yeah. And it was also was total baggage on the show, just dragged along like a canteen on a camping trip, just doing a canteen that had a hole in it.
Which one is she?
She was the Asian woman.
Okay,
That looked good because she always wore the panty bikini bottom.
Yeah, by the way, they had to blur that out all the time on TV. Did you notice that?
I did notice that.
Yeah, like 4 times they had to blur it out. Apparently white is see-through when it's wet. Go figure, Sheehan.
Thank Christ I got that TiVo and my Sharpie. I was able to actually pause it and go recreate the pubic line right there on the television set.
Whatever you're thinking, add more because you're out there for 30 years.
No, that's another thing, too, like the whole bikini wax thing and everything. Just doing every challenge. And by the way, these challenges were pretty much Drew's the only American who never watched the show.
No,
Doesn't care for it. Doesn't care
I
for
don't care
the
for
people.
any reality
Doesn't
show.
care for it. Doesn't care for it. But
I think he would actually.
No, he would like it. He would like it just like some years ago I was telling him to watch a Family Guy. I didn't care for it. Now he's a fanatic. If he would listen to me, I know it's best for him.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the point. I'm fanatical about the show. The stunts they're doing, the challenges. It's the kind of thing where you'd want to wear some cycling shorts. Otherwise, there's going to be some nads or some pubes or some things are going to be showing. It's all sort of monkey bars and legs akimbo kind of thing. So to not bring the bikini shave, bikini razor, and to just do it in a pair of panties, just seems like trouble waiting to happen.
But we didn't get to on this one choose any of the outfits that we brought, which we only got one.
Yeah.
We had to pick out a certain amount of clothing, like a long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirt, tank top, sports bra, bathing suit, pants. But then they took that all from us when we got to Panama, and we were without all of our clothes for a matter of like 4 days. Then they brought back what they thought we should wear. So I was stuck with a tank top and shorts, whereas some people got long pants and long sleeve shirts. So I froze and got eaten by the bugs.
Yeah.
And they had to wear
bugs.
the bugs were bad.
Oh, the
Very
bugs.
bad.
True, the bugs. And then there's just no food,
Yep.
no fire, just dumped out onto the beach.
Yep.
Really?
No water.
No water for
No
5
water?
days almost killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Honestly, almost killed them. The
I thought it was
doctor was on our beach a couple times.
Yeah, I was really concerned about that.
I-
What's the old guy's
Rudy.
name?
It's just
Rudy?
Rudy.
Yeah.
I really,
That's not right.
No.
yeah, it really just,
Alzheimer's makes you forget, though, that you hadn't drank water, I think.
yeah, he was lucky.
Yeah, he was. He forget.
All right, so now what's going on for Jenna Lewis?
What's going on for me?
Yeah.
I just got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Who?
His name's Travis Wolf.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's the model.
He's next door.
Really?
I don't think you live in that
models
world.
in there?
Oh, I think he is, yeah.
How
dare you?
I
How
work
dare
in
you,
a model's world. I used to do a little print work and some runway stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In
Please.
Milan. Oh, just
Yeah.
she wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, we did probably. So you married a model.
I did marry a model.
Nice.
He's a foot model, though, so it's not as interesting. I'm kidding. No, he's not a foot model.
If they have that, I'd like to get into that, because that's my only good part.
I was looking at your hands going, you could be a hand model.
Yeah.
You have girl hands.
I'll tell you, thank you.
Nice.
No,
Thank you very
I didn't
much.
mean that necessarily. But you do. They're very soft,
We'll
too.
use that
Yeah,
for 40 years.
my skin
You don't
is
do much
soft.
work, do you?
My skin is soft.
You're not a laborer.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
It's just
he
the
is,
opposite,
actually,
but,
yeah.
But here's the
It's
thing.
just the opposite, only with your right hand.
How dare you? I beat off with my left hand.
Oh, you're left-handed. I
Right.
would think you were ambidextrous.
Right hand's a magazine hand. I do go righty every once in a while when I'm looking.
So that's where the paper
Remote
cuts
control,
are?
too.
Yeah. All right. What were we talking about? I'll show you my feet later. There's nothing wrong with them.
Okay,
We
I'm
like
very
see 'em now,
self-conscious.
or-
I haven't had a pedicure.
I'll tell you, a decent set of feet and a decent set of hands can actually get you a little somewhere with a chick.
It can.
It's
He's
good-
absolutely right.
It's good for like 2 points or maybe 1.5 on your overall score, you know?
Well, you do know that it's no longer the myth about the size of your feet. It's the size of your hands.
Oh, really?
You guys don't know this?
No, I don't.
See, you have long fingers. You have short fingers.
Oh, yeah. Drew's got a can of corn between his legs. Look at Drew. Look at Drew's wrinkly hands. How
but
unsightly.
he's got labor. It
Unsightly.
is a little unsightly.
Unsightly.
But he's got laborer's hands. It looks like
Yeah. No,
he's been out in the cornfields.
No, he just wrings them all the time worrying. All right.
Or
Let's
you've
go
been in the
for it.
tanning
Let's
bed.
move forward. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Drew, what's up with those hands, buddy?
They've
Come
always
on.
looked like that.
I know. What is it? Sharpay? What are you doing with those things? All right, Jenny, you have nice hands. But we don't care.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
beauty
Guys
of
don't
it.
care.
Yeah. that's
Where you're
beauty.
looking has nothing to do with my hands.
No.
No.
All right. Here we go.
You want to talk about your birthday party?
Well,
All right, next break.
all right. Jessica,
Yes.
you're 19? Oh,
Yes.
what's up?
I was just calling in because I have an extremely low sex drive, and it's very problematic in the relationship I'm in right now.
What do you mean by low? Low relative to his?
Extremely low relative to his.
I didn't hear that.
I think she said, what do you mean, low?
How
I
often
said
would he like to
extremely low relative to his.
How often would he like to have sex?
How often would you like to have sex? Every
All right.
Jessica's
all right,
not
listen,
tracking.
I know, but the phone's cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Did you just hang up on her?
Yeah.
No, I just put her on hold as she was
Oh.
asking her man. See, this is what happens. We're supposed to go to calls.
Yeah.
But it's always a disappointment. 1 minute, I'm a riveting conversation about my hands.
You were just excited because I said they were long.
Yeah. It really's got nothing to do with anything,
Yeah,
though.
okay.
No.
Because I've seen Drew at the airport bathroom
Wow.
before.
Airport bathroom.
Yeah.
With the happy ending massage?
He,
I heard they're close to the airport.
No, this was actually, I peeked over the division.
Well, they actually
in the
had
urinal.
the site urinal
Yeah.
providers. Yeah.
Oh.
Evidently in Los Angeles, there's some sort of ordinance against men having their dignity and not getting the wiper spray dispatched from the guy's crooked urethras next to you. But when you travel,
Candy cane.
you get a urinal that actually has a divider between it. In Los Angeles, somehow we've done away with those, and that's great when you get to see the guy taking the whiz. Vitamin B, asparagus. What'd you guys have?
Do
That's
guys
nice.
do that? Guys check out each other?
It's not about checking out. It's like it's coming on your foot. I mean,
Yeah. It's hard not to check it out when it's like you're touring Niagara
They're
Falls.
just
on that
following the
boat.
path of origin,
Right.
really.
Well, first off, if you think about it, the urinals oftentimes, and I'm going to hold my hands up here and not do much exaggeration, are about 22 inches on center.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Maybe
I mean,
less.
it's not like you got 4 feet in
Yeah.
between urinals, or even, this is 3 feet.
Is this a problem for men aiming?
It ain't this. It's 18.
It's not Amy. There's
It's
a
like
natural
19
spray.
inches.
There's a natural
when,
rebound.
when urine's coming out, I'm going
Fast.
off. Yeah, I'm like one of those pressure washers. Like it's got the Briggs and Stratton, the one you used to get the deck or clean the RV down. I'm coming out about 75 psi. It hits that porcelain, and now it drops like 20 inches because I'm not too long and I'm kind of tall, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I usually wear a heel. Drew, when I step out.
I know.
On go the plats.
Yes.
On go the
Not the
plats.
flats, but the pointy stilettos.
Stilettos.
Yeah, I'll get up there just a little bit. Urine comes flying out, hits that cake. The cake is long since met its
Petrified.
absorption rate. It's rock hard. It's just spewing stuff now.
Yeah.
And this stuff, it just goes spraying everywhere. And so if you're standing next to me, you will get
Sprayed.
You will get sprayed. Yeah, yeah. And I
What about the unisex bathrooms? Because I've been in a couple clubs in
And
LA.
naturally enough, by the way, when you get sprayed, you're like,
Oh, so then you look over.
Yeah, you got to look.
Yeah.
You got to look. And what about the unisex bathrooms?
Yeah. Well, I mean, do they have urinals in them?
I've never
Or is
been
it
in
just
one.
bathrooms?
Eh,
Stalls?
No, there's never a urinal in the unisex
I
bathroom,
wouldn't think
is
so.
there?
I don't think so.
That would scare the ladies off.
It would scare the
They'd freak
ladies.
out.
No, you're right.
All right, they might hurt themselves, too.
Are we going back to Jessica?
No.
No.
Well, yeah.
Well, we might.
Yeah.
Andrew, we'll see how we feel.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello?
You see, we have this problem that really there couldn't be a worse problem for a national call-in radio show, which is the phone line. Everybody can hear what the person is saying except for us.
For literally 15 seconds.
He said hello.
Well, we didn't hear it.
Right.
Hi.
So we just sound like idiots because everyone who's sitting at home listening to the show hears
Hears
what
it.
the person says, and we go, huh? What? Say it again.
Oh, I thought it was just you guys were slow.
Did you hear
See?
him say
Yeah,
hello?
no, I didn't. I'm
Well, you've
saying
heard
like,
us
yeah, I've
stuttering
heard you.
along, yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Andrew,
Yeah. Yeah.
what's up?
Not a whole lot. What are you guys doing?
Hey, by the way, I think we're doing a radio show,
Radio
but I'm not
show.
sure.
Yeah.
But I think one caveat for the callers is speak loudly. It seems like the sort of it triggers when you
No,
speak.
I think you're just like one of those pigeons.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Well, I'm 18 years old, right? And I've been with 23 girls, and I think I have a problem. I'm not sure.
What's the problem?
I don't know.
STD.
No, not that at all. I'm only 18, and I've been
All right. Yeah, I got a problem. My balls are so big I can't ride a unicycle anymore.
Yeah, I know.
It's huge. Yeah.
It sounded bogus.
Yeah.
That's so bogus.
My eyes are too blue. It's hard for people to focus when I'm talking because they get lost
Piercing,
in my eyes. Yeah, it's a
Anyone who
problem.
knows the exact number and then it's like,
It's a problem.
oh, it's a problem. No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Well,
Who
now
cares?
but here's the
Who
deal.
cares?
Here's the deal.
Keep your joint in your jockey shorts if you don't want to do
That's
it then.
correct. If it is something, here's the options. A, you're sort of behaving in a way that's despicable as far as you're concerned, maybe using and hurting other people, so you can go ahead and stop.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're a compulsive or addict and can't stop. If you can't, let's get some help with that, all right?
Yeah.
Very simple.
How about here's a better way to do it. Set your standards a little higher.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because listen, it's just like a prize fighter. We want to pad our records with some tomato cans that that are 11 and 37. We can get an easy win. It's an easy victory. But step up to the top 10 bracket. Start going after some of the guys that are 32 and 2 and see how you fare.
Another thing we got to talk
Step
about.
it up.
Right?
Right.
Adam sparred a couple rounds with Layman.
Layman Brewster, WBO heavyweight champ, yes.
How'd you do?
I did okay. But, it's not like he was trying as hard as he could. Although he did whack me quite
You
a
had
few
a couple
times.
purple marks on you in places that didn't even know you had blood vessels.
Yeah, it was nice. My head hurts. All right, Drew.
Let's go back to Jessica. Let's try it.
All right,
Oh,
Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm serious, guys. Any able-bodied guy could go out who's got some wheels could go out and get laid almost any night, depending on where he was and who he was trying to bang.
True.
But you step it up a little bit. It gets harder.
Do you realize it's much easier for women? Guys,
we are.
sure.
Yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah.
so
Please,
easy.
please.
Of course.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That's living proof of how different men and women are.
Yeah.
Because if women all behaved the way all men did, it'd be.
Yeah.
Well, there'd be a lot more people like China.
Jessica,
Yes.
you're 19.
Yes, I am.
So what
right.
did your boyfriend say in terms of his sex drive? How often would he like to have sex?
He said he could go 7 times a day, but he's fine with just once.
Once a day.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you good for?
What am I looking for?
What would you like to do? How many times a week?
At least a few times a week. I mean,
No,
I'd
stop.
like to be able to
Jessica.
satisfy him.
Jessica,
Yes.
if you were
Not a few.
if you were left to your own devices and he were not pushing you, what would you like to do?
I could go without having sex
For how long?
for
Right.
however long I needed to.
Forever.
All right.
Forever. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, so she's not decided. She's got a
Could
problem.
never have sex?
Either she started too soon with this guy, or she's got some trauma issues.
Could be guilt.
Could be trauma.
Yeah.
Jessica,
Yes.
any trauma? Sexual abuse?
No.
Huh?
Nope.
Where's your dad?
At home.
He's at home.
Mm-hmm.
And do you love him?
As much as I can.
Why? Why is it qualified?
Because
that
he's my
mean?
dad.
Yeah. Well, what I mean is he treats you right? You respect him? I can't deal with this goddamn phone anymore.
She didn't say anything.
All right,
but we hear it click off.
We just hear it go goes to dead air.
It goes from a white noise to just nothing to absolutely no, and we know we're off then, and we know we're not going to hear him.
Yeah. All right. That's all right.
All right, Jessica, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Jessica, maybe you're not ready to have sex yet. Maybe this is just you. I mean, if you're in love with somebody and he has a certain desire to be with you physically and you just are absolutely not interested, there's a number of different possibilities, but some easy things are maybe you're not into this guy, maybe you're not ready to have sex yet. Maybe there is some trauma issues and some interpersonal problems you've got to work out yet. Adam's trying to bring that up as it pertains to your dad. That's where you can sort of see.
Some women just have a slow metronome when it comes to sex.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Especially at 19.
But I find even those girls, if they're with the guy that turns them on, want sex all the time.
Not all the time, just at the beginning all the time.
Okay. But they do. I think it has a lot to do with how much you're into the guy.
Absolutely.
Because girls like the relationship part and they like the comfort zone.
And then that is what causes their sexual biology to activate.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, Jessica sounded very immature for a 19-year-old.
And again, there could be trauma, or there could be just she is immature and needs some time.
Yeah, seemed like she's sort of stunted in her growth.
Maybe she needs porn.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to do it. I don't think so.
There.
But she lives in
It always worked for me.
I bet this trauma. I bet you. If we could really dig a little bit.
Who cares?
But the phone won't let us.
We can't hear her.
We'll never get an answer.
Adam had a birthday party yesterday.
Had a birthday party. Yeah. Had a good time.
You know,
Drew showed up.
Is Jimmy still swollen from that Advil reaction he had?
No, I think maybe the pot brownies swelled him up a little.
Yeah, he looked a little puffed up.
What are you talking about?
And I was watching the Laker game tonight. I thought, oh my God, Jimmy's starting to look like Shaq.
He is. Oh,
yes.
It's going to be so painful for me to tell him you said that tomorrow morning.
No, it was a great party. It was delightful.
Jimmy threw me a nice party over at his place. We had a delightful time. Drew sung some karaoke.
Jimmy did too.
Jimmy?
Oh.
Well, Jimmy always sings karaoke.
When he did, I was convinced the police would be there any moment.
Well, guess what?
I'm sure they showed.
Yes, the cops.
How'd it go?
Cops did show up. Well, normally when the cops show up, they show up to my house, and I got to go deal with them.
So Jimmy.
This time, let Jimmy deal with him. But he usually goes something like, "Hey, man, show. Hey, all right." That's usually how it goes.
Where are the girls on trampolines?
How'd it go this time?
I don't know. I never went down. I got my buzz on. I don't know if you caught that or not, Drew. I had myself a couple cocktails. It was time to unwind.
By the way, you and your high school buddies, Chris and Ray and Donnie, I was transported back to 1977.
Yeah,
I really was. I felt like I was back in
why 1977? That's
the year I was born.
I was in the 6th grade, 1977.
All right, well, for me it was 77. For 82 for you guys.
Yeah. No, good.
It's like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, all right. All right, Drew. Quite.
What did they do? That was so.
We didn't do
reminiscent
anything.
of high school.
No, that's part of what you don't in high school. You don't do anything. You sit around and talk a lot. You figure out the cure cancer.
We took care of business.
I don't know the last time I heard a 25-year-old go, "Yeah, the cops came to my house."
How about a 40-year-old?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Jenna Lewis here tonight. We got to take a commercial break. I'll show you my feet. Now, look at the hands.
I want to see your feet.
You don't think you could get any nicer than the hands, do you?
I think I could get a little manlier, but maybe not nicer.
Which is weird.
It's crazy. Let me show you something. Let me a couple things. Miss Pippi Longstocking over here. Do you see the scar and the scar tissue and the trauma to this part of the hand there?
Yes.
All right. That's from boxing. Can you see the misshapen knuckle there too?
Yeah.
All right. How are these? That's from a blunt force impact.
But they're very soft. They're very soft, and there's like no creases on your palms. I mean, I see the scar tissue, right?
Yeah, look at Drew. It's a mess.
No, it's not that he's a mess.
He's the crypt keeper.
Look, he's got like a big gaping hole on his left middle finger.
He's a disaster.
And he uses a different hand. But he's got like, do you tan? Do you go to a tanning bed?
He's a mess.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, let's take a break. Jenna Lewis here tonight from Survivor. Made all the way to the top 3, and then and got nothing.
Nothing.
Big.
I got a lot of money though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, because they do it sort of incrementally.
Right,
yes.
like All-Star.
Yeah, they prorate you.
Yes, we got prorated.
Oh, so how much did you get?
I got like 200.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Fix this? I didn't bring a whole manicure kit.
All right.
I didn't bring a little Chinese woman either.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. We'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. Turn that crap down, please. Thank you. Jesus Christ. No one likes that crap, do they? Nah, it sucks.
That's good. That's
Jenna Lewis is here tonight.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just made a mistake. I tried to fix some things. I was talking to an engineer over here trying to get the phone things working. It's not going to probably ever happen, but I tried to make an adjustment, and I was telling you to go and go and go, and you wouldn't go. So sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
That's why we got to hear the extended remix version of that.
All
song.
right. All right. Well, good times. Jenna Lewis is here tonight from Survivor.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
My favorite show.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't have pegged you for a Survivor watcher.
Never missed
He does a little
week.
dance at the beginning of every show.
Oh, wait, with the...
Yeah, I get right in front of that television set, and I do my Survivor dance.
Mine's a little different, but I dance too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Mine's more like the tribal. Oh,
no.
Yeah,
See,
because this
I
is
know.
radio and you can all see me, so
Right.
just follow along.
Yeah. No, I know. You're more interpretive, whereas mine's more of a, I would say, well, dare I say, artistic approach.
More primal.
More of an indigenous
Yeah.
Yours
approach
like
to it.
Aboriginal. Hers is more sort of
Yeah.
sea mermaid-like.
Yeah. Although I do always want them when they name the tribes, you know, they always do that Junakwana stuff. I always want them to do like Turbo Max.
They wouldn't let us.
Yeah.
When we were naming Chiboga Mogo, we wanted to do like All Stars Suck or something like that. They wouldn't let us do it.
Well, what do you mean they wouldn't let you do it?
Well-
They got to sell buffs, right?
Yeah, they have to sell the name.
I just think, you know, name it as something like one of those fast, like an engine additive or something. You know what I mean? Boost. Something that's got boost or turbo or stealth in it. Turbo stealth. You know, something cool. You know what I'm saying, Drew?
Yeah, I hear you.
Laser turbo stealth. Ninja turbo laser stealth.
It
Drew?
doesn't really apply to the whole group,
Oh,
though.
who cares? See, they always do that crap where they have so much respect for the indigenous people in the tribe. Screw them.
As we run all over their country with like 1,000 people from crew. And
That's all right. That's all right. That was Panama.
yeah.
Great country over there. Beautiful.
nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, horrible people. Horrible. Horrible.
Panama?
Yes, mean.
What?
Yeah.
When were you down there?
Oh, please, hey, I've watched enough TV to know that place a mess.
Panama?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I was down there about a year ago. It was,
Well,
first of all,
you're lucky you're
coming
back
from
in
it,
one
but
piece.
the women are very attractive. Right?
Good
The-
luck.
No,
Ugly
not so
women.
much.
Well,
yeah.
we were
Fat,
exposed
ugly.
to.
I mean,
hairy.
but yeah, I mean, maybe in the cities, but we were
Yeah.
back in the backwoods of Panama. Not so pretty.
Not so pretty.
And
No,
the-
not so pretty. Worse
A
though,
lot of young
Fiji.
people.
Fiji.
yeah.
Unattractive
No,
people.
I mean, I would hate to
Fish
see a
girl.
strip club in Fiji.
Disaster.
It would be like watching men dance around.
You'd
in
rather
there.
go to a leper colony than go to a
I
strip
would
club in
actually. I'd rather
Fiji.
see a hot woman without an arm than the Fijian
Sure.
women stripping.
Absolutely. If I had an
You've
nickel for every time I
said
said
that so many times. Jenna. Oh,
Many times.
I was thinking that.
All right, it's time to play Germany or Florida, and then I may show you my feet.
Yeah, by the way, you're still wearing Uggs. Not only did the fad go up, but I thought those were reserved for like Pamela Anderson and
They are.
Yeah.
The Hollywood C list. But here's the thing.
I'm on the D then.
Drew and I had we're sporting the Uggs
years ago.
years ago. But here's the whole thing with us and the Uggs. When you have a nighttime job like this gig,
Yes.
you essentially don't want to get dressed a second time. You know what I mean?
You
end
put
up
on pajamas.
you end up putting your pajamas on
Really?
and going to work.
I almost wore my pajamas tonight, but they were more revealing than what I was going to wear.
Flap
Yeah.
in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize the lights would be so harsh.
The point is you put these on because they're
Ooh, ambiance.
You put the Uggs on because they're slippers.
Ooh.
It's like wearing slippers. You don't have to wear socks. You don't have
And
to put
we
your shoes
basically we're wearing them because Uggs gave them to us.
I was
in
going to
circa
say,
8
I
years ago.
guarantee you got them for
Or maybe
free.
9 years ago, and we started wearing them as slippers then.
on. That's
Oh,
right.
my God.
That's right.
So you guys helped start the fad.
Yeah, except for we didn't because you would never see us wearing them outside
Well, that's
of the
the beauty of
studio.
radio.
It's retarded to wear them to the supermarket or to the movies, but you
You
wear
just called Pam Anderson retarded.
well.
Love it.
She's no genius.
Yeah,
Let's, and by the way, she just got her American citizenship, which is a weird thing to me because she's been married in here.
Yeah.
Has kids
Does that
that are-
make her whatever? Here's
Kids
the
are all
thing:
American citizens.
she can stay here until she's 41, and then she's going back. That's on her birthday. That's my plan for her. Then we ship her back to Canuckville. Pete,
Hello?
You're 15. You have a Germany or Florida for us?
Yes, I do, man. First, I want to say, Adam and Dr. Drew, you guys are so very funny that oftentimes I'll be beating off, and then I'll get distracted when you say something funny, and I'll have to start all over.
Wow.
And,
Do you actually beat off to the material?
Huh?
Do you beat off to the material that they're talking about? Because usually it's a lot to do with STDs and
heroin.
problems.
Some
really.
people like that.
Oh,
Anyway.
All right, I've
15.
I've labeled Pete a weirdo immediately, and I don't have time for Germany or Florida.
Yeah.
Oh.
And by the way, it's a bad sign when you're 15. It sounds like you're on ether when you're talking. Like, well, I oftentimes, when I'm masturbating, I'm in the ninth grade. I oftentimes when I'm touching myself, you sound like the guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, right.
It touches itself to Dr. Drew's voice.
The precious puts the lotion in the basket.
I mean, it's like 15. You should sound like you have. I want to hear your retainer at 15, like clicking around and your wind-up beanie. Oh, I touch myself. Boomer.
Yeah,
You're 21.
that's right.
What's up?
Okay, I got two questions, but I said to ask my drug question first.
Because you always start with the drugs.
I guess so. Okay, so here's the deal. I used to smoke a lot of pot, but I had to quit because I got in trouble. So now I'm in rehab, right?
All right.
But, okay, so pot's not a big deal, but I got a lot of friends that do coke and they do meth, you know? So I'm going through rehab right now, and all my friends that do coke and meth, I want to tell them to stop doing coke and meth because, you know, that's definitely bad for them, but I don't know what to say.
Well, you're not in treatment, are you?
No, I am. I'm kind of in treatment.
Boomer, you're not in treatment, please. Who you talking to here?
No, I'm in treatment. I go through rehab for pot, but I think it's
you go to some you go to some sort of diversion program once a week.
Right, it's drug diversion.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So what's drug diversion?
It's just some classes that the court refers to.
Yeah, it's just classes. I don't really.
Boomer,
like
you
My
listen.
drug diversion were my parents.
I'm gonna probably
Boomer.
keep smoking pot because I don't.
Yeah,
think pot.
look, Boomer, you're nowhere near recovery. You're nowhere near anything. If you want to
Right,
get
yeah,
into
no.
recovery, listen.
All right,
If you want to get in recovery,
why do we even talk to people?
I know.
Yeah, well,
listen.
Hey,
go to MA,
Hey,
get a sponsor, start working some steps, and then it will be clear to you.
just shut up, everybody, shut up.
Then it will be clear to you what to tell your friends. But at this point, you can't get them to do anything, and you're so steeped in denial that we're not going to waste any more of our wind.
No. No.
Can we ask him if he's a Mormon, if he was raised Mormon? He's from Utah.
Hold
Come on.
The virtual Drew will ask him.
Are you a Mormon?
Okay. There you go.
Boomer?
Yeah,
Are you a Mormon?
I was a Mormon.
I knew it. Okay. Come on, though.
Dick Tracy, everybody.
Hey, shush.
Well, they don't know. It says Utah on the
It
screen.
does.
Here.
Yeah, but not everybody in Utah's Mormon. But
No,
I
you're
was
right.
raised
Yeah,
Mormon.
95%.
Yeah, there's 8 people there.
Oh, right.
Are you a Mormon?
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
There you go. Wow. Look at you. You're clairvoyant.
I am. You can call
So
me Miss
proud of
Cleo.
herself. Training over there.
I was excited.
You know, I got to say, don't take this the wrong way. You're effervescent. You're delight. You seem more serious when you're playing Survivor. You seem much. I understand when you're being eaten alive by red ants and you're starving. You're probably not in the greatest mood. But I didn't know you were this gregarious.
I am, and what you see of me is like 6 minutes out of 3 days.
Right.
And what they usually are trying to get out of me are my strategies and what I'm thinking of the other players, not necessarily how happy I am.
Right.
So
they're looking for the drama.
They're looking for the drama, and I usually didn't dish it. So almost all of my Survivor this time was me telling exactly what was happening, whereas a lot of the other people were causing drama and trying to make their mark on TV. I really wasn't there for my moment, and I think a lot of them were. They were very aware of the cameras.
Why you wanted the money?
I wanted the money.
Smart.
I was strictly there for the money.
All right. Let's same with Drew. Jenna,
Yeah.
you're 20.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Okay, so, well, I've been dating this guy. He just so happens to be my best friend's ex-boyfriend. But when I told her that I was dating him, I guess she was totally cool about it. You know,
How long ex is she?
I'm guessing for about 6 months.
It's your best friend. What do you mean guessing? What do you mean guessing? It's your best friend. Did she not tell you when she broke up with her boyfriend?
Well, I had not really seen them for a long time, and then so he told me that they had broken up.
Hang on a second. Your best friend?
My best friend.
You didn't see her for a long time?
No, I'm talking about I didn't see them together.
All right.
Jenna, do you understand our confusion? If this were your best friend, she would be talking to you about her relationship.
That's all they talk about.
I don't know.
Oh, Jenna.
So in other words, she knew that her best friend was still seeing him, and she was seeing him behind her back.
That's, I think, what
there
the
could
real
have been that. I mean, by the way, and here's the thing: you can't have 28 best friends.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
You get one, maybe you get two. Nice to have one out of the country and one stateside. Listen, caller Jenna.
Yeah.
Was she your best friend or just a friend?
She's my best friend.
Okay.
And did you move away or something?
No.
How is it that your best friend did not talk about her relationship to you?
I don't know. She's kind of secretive.
Were you seeing him when she was still dating him?
No, wait. You're like, I have to ask my question.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, ask your question.
So, after I told him that her that I was seeing him, and she had told me that they broke up and everything, she was totally fine with it because she said that there was no chemistry left and stuff. But my problem's not with her. But it's because he keeps telling me when we're having sex to try this and to do this, and she said that that's actually what he did with her. And he even tried to get me to wear some of the stuff that she wore in bed and stuff like that.
No.
And of course I refused.
I'm getting totally
bogus.
Yeah.
Totally
I totally refused.
Jenna, bogus.
You're making this up.
Are you a Mormon?
No.
We don't believe it, and it's not normally women. Women don't do bogus phone calls.
Who's the guy that's putting you up to this?
Got to be a guy behind this.
Well, I didn't wear it, of course, because
No, stop.
She's still going.
Stop it, Jenna. Stop.
We don't believe you.
Okay.
We're calling you a liar.
We're calling.
That you can't say.
This is not a joke here.
Yeah. No. We don't believe it.
Okay.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Here's why. Either that or you are living in some sort of altered state all the time because you sort of don't have a conversation with your best friend about her relationship. You're a little vague about when you started dating this guy, vague about what your concern is. He's asking you to do something bizarre, and you can't really sort of process that. Are you okay? Do you have any problems we should know about? Any history we need to know about?
I don't know.
What?
Well, I'm not sure problems. What do you mean by problems?
All right. I don't know. Listen, I don't know why we take calls on a Sunday night. It's just people stop calling the show. I got enough to talk about.
So
I'm
she
tired
doesn't
of talking
talk to
you idiots.
She doesn't talk to her best friend about whether they're still in a relationship, but then when she's in the relationship with the same guy, her best friend's telling her what she used to do in bed with him so that she knows.
And the things are that he behaves...
Wants her to put stuff on.
But the thing was, he does what he does in bed with her and with both of them. Oh, my God.
All right.
Oh, my God.
What is he... Okay, what does he want you to wear?
Just some of, her lingerie, that he kept up. I guess he kept it after they broke up or something.
And what does he say when you tell her that...
Or something?
Yeah. What does he say when you say you're not going to put on her clothing?
Well, he gets really offended by it.
And then what happens?
Well, we don't have sex after that because
And then how do you solve it? How do you resolve this?
Well, I actually like to talk about it because it's
he's offended. He won't talk about it. So what do you do?
Make up sex in her own lingerie.
Yeah, what do you do?
I mean, I try and
When did this happen last?
Maybe about a week ago.
Okay, and you were together.
Right.
Wait. And you happen, and so he gets offended. Then what
I gotta
happens?
go kill myself.
Hang on. Then what happened?
I'm running late.
You got offended. Then what happened?
All right.
Come on.
Look, Drew. First off.
You know I'm gone.
You can't get anything out of anybody, so why are you bothering? All right, number one. Drew, it never worked. All right. Now Drew's pissed. Look, I don't care whether... obviously, if a guy... don't call us up and say the guy wants to tape a picture of his old girlfriend in my face and have sex. Is that okay? And then he gets upset when I tear it off.
Yeah.
use your brain, everybody. Unacceptable.
Oh, I
All
have
right?
a medical question, too, when we get
All
a
right,
chance.
hold on.
Before I call it.
Jenna Lewis is here tonight. She is from Survivor, of course, my favorite show. Oh, yeah. I know every episode, Drew.
Really?
I do.
Memorize all the lines.
I think I remember just. You could quiz me if you like, but I think I know just about everything that happened this season. We'll and of course the Survivor dance.
Of course.
We'll take ourselves a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Jenna Lewis is here tonight.
All right.
From my favorite show, Survivor. Made it to the final 3.
Yes.
And through some pretty stiff competition and got herself $200,000. God bless her.
Not bad.
Not bad.
And look, you deserve it. I mean, what'd you make it, 38 days?
Yep, 38 out of 39.
38 out of 39 days.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not, let's see, Drew, do some math. About $6,000 a day? Does that work out to be?
Roughly, yeah.
Somewhere in there?
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty good.
A bad payday.
I'd do it again.
5 a day, really.
Yeah. Yeah. A little more than 5,
Yeah,
though, right?
yeah. 5
All right. So that's good. It's good. $5,500, right?
Not bad.
Yeah. The great news is you make $200,000 for risking scurvy, scarlet fever, and being attacked by water moccasins. And hey, Uncle Sam, here's your cut.
Exactly.
Here's $100,000. There you go.
Good time.
Yeah. And buy another Tomahawk missile, or throw some money at some welfare mom who's spat out her
Or just
18th kid.
one toilet seat for any overseas location.
That's right. There you go. Take some jughead who can barely make it through high school and pay for his medical and dental for the rest of his life. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I mean, seriously, what?
Or our ex-president's daughter's security.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Serious.
Oh, yeah.
We pay for that for life.
They
We
got to
pay for
have
all that.
everything. Yeah. What
Wow.
did? Now, what? If you get $200,000?
Yeah.
What's and most people think like if you get $200,000, oh well, you got to give $25,000 up to Uncle Sam,
No,
or
it's
maybe
48%.
$50,000 or something. But it's basically $100,000, right?
Yes, it is.
We
Because
just-
it's prize money.
You just cut it in half.
Cut it in half.
And to me, it's I know they just tax the F out of everybody, but how about the part where you busted your hump? You know what I mean? It's one thing, I don't know, it's one thing to win the lottery. All right, you give $1, next thing you know, someone gives you $2 million.
Yeah.
It's another thing when you're risking death on an island, essentially. And here's the thing. Uncle Sam, he's in, never got off the sofa, never went to the island, never ate the maggot-riddled rice. Pow. Never had to look at Rupert's hairy ass. And he gets the exact same thing. Really? Half? Everybody? And who are you kidding with that 48%? That's half.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, and what? Half? I mean, is no one's outraged about this?
I am.
Good.
I bet the $1 million winner, Amber Burkitch, is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amber got, she didn't win $1 million, everybody. She won $520,000, basically. It's not,
And Rupert.
not $1 million, all of them. Yeah. They just take that number, whack it in half. It's good times. Oh, man. Then you get an agent, a manager, a couple of kids, a couple out of wedlock, a couple
That's
couple
me,
ex-wives.
actually. That
You have a
is me.
kid?
Yeah, I have twins.
You have
Oh, my
twins.
God, twins.
I do. They turn 8. That's why I wasn't joking when I was talking about that girl. The
Right.
Mormons.
We
We
got
all get pregnant
8-year-old
by
twins.
Yeah.
Are they the same sex?
Yes. Identical.
Oh, they're identical
Identical
twins.
girls. Yeah.
Wow. You got any pictures of them?
Not with me, actually.
Yeah, it's a
Why
bad
was-
mom.
Yeah.
Bad mom.
Bad mom.
Okay.
Not
It takes
worthy.
a big bad mom to admit when she's a bad mom.
No, I'm a bad mom. I didn't bring pictures to a radio show at 10
right.
o'clock at night.
Drew's
I didn't
got
think the
pictures.
audience could see
Drew's
them.
got pictures of his kids.
Dang it.
Drew,
Dang
show
it.
out.
Jenna pictures of your
Yeah,
kids.
whip them out.
Shelley?
Whip the pictures.
Shelley, you're 22.
Yes. I have a question about genital herpes. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with it. I'm 100% positive that I got it from my fiance. However, he had a blood test done, and it came up negative for the two, the oral and genital.
Okay, the blood tests really are truly worthless, I think, in my opinion. They are only useful as corroborative evidence if you have a high index, a high probability of having it. The only way really to diagnose herpes is A, with clinical appearance, and B, a culture. A culture.
Okay.
Culture means find an outbreak, put the swab in there.
And culture the virus.
Yeah, and
That
that's
is it.
how I was diagnosed.
Yeah, that is it. The tests, they could be positive, negative. They're not interpretable. They really aren't.
So, okay.
All right?
All right. Thanks.
All right, but good times. Hey, you're calling from Utah. Jenna wants to know if you're a Mormon.
I am not.
No.
You're not.
See?
Okay.
One
All right.
of the 8.
Jenna didn't say anything.
Jenna didn't?
I
That's right. All right. Well, $102,000 richer, everybody. Oh, please, with the go.
And she thinks she's Miss Cleo.
Oh, outraged. Outraged. Jenna Lewis is here tonight from Survivor. We're going to take ourselves a quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's the Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Jenna Lewis from Survivor, best show on TV.
That's me.
Made it all the way to third out of, 18?
18.
Yeah. 38 days out of the 39.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And walked with a couple $100,000, which turned into $100,000 after Uncle Sam got
Thanks for
paws
reminding
on
me.
it. Yeah, but listen, let me just say this. God bless you for speaking openly about the money that you make.
Yeah, I don't care.
I've Drew will back me up on this. I've gotten in many heated a discussion with folks.
Survivor graduates.
Jerry
interesting
Manthe and I got into it a couple times, which is and Drew, people have asked me what I've made on commercials or salary or whatever. I tell them every single time.
I do too. I don't have
And here's the thing. Now, if I was getting paid under the table and didn't want the man to find out about it, I wouldn't say it. It's public record. Pretty much, go ahead and say it. There's this thing, too, there's this perception also that if people found out what kind of money you make, they wouldn't like you. But there's my whole thing is like, hey, if you're on TV, you're on the radio, or you're doing whatever, people probably think you make more.
Yeah.
There would be people that you people who are listening would be surprised how little they made, and then there would be people you'd be surprised how much they made. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people don't know that Letterman makes more than Leno.
I didn't know that.
Even though Leno gets like double the ratings and makes like, I don't know, $25 million a year, Letterman makes more.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I just like it when these guys come on and complain that, someone talks about a nice restaurant and they're like, well, what's much too rich for my blood. Letterman would never admit for a heartbeat that he makes $30+ million a year. It's always pretending like, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, because the second you start saying things like literally a millionaire, your audience will turn against you, Drew.
As yours has.
But I am literally a millionaire. Literally. All right.
You know what I think?
Yes.
I've never thought about it this way, but I think humans have a natural impulse to scapegoat. They like to elevate and then knock down.
Oh, of
People
course.
feel like they're a better target if they.
They want to put you on a pedestal simply to knock it out.
But if they really see how tall your pedestal is, if somebody feels more vulnerable because of that,
Yeah.
you're really going to go after me then.
Yeah. Oh, boy. If you guys knew what some of your favorite morning show jocks were pulling in a year.
That I do know.
You wouldn't think they were so funny anymore.
I was down on the Jeff and Jer show down in San Diego, and they were talking money while I was there.
Theirs.
Yes, theirs.
Yeah. Well, I promise you in L.A.
Oh, I'm sure in L.A. here in this studio.
It hops way up. All right. Let's
write it down for Jen so we can watch her reaction.
Oh, yeah, I won't say anything.
Who am I writing? Whose sound am I writing down?
I don't know. Rick Dees.
I don't know.
Oh, Rick Dees, I can't.
Is
it like top 40?
Hold on a second.
We have no business talking. We have no business talking about other people's
No,
stories.
we don't. But here's the point. What do you want me to write
All
down?
of a sudden, I'm like a confidant for Drew.
No, whose?
Rick Dees.
I mean, we weren't talking about Rick Dees before when you said write it down.
You said we forget it. Let's
No,
go.
just go.
All right. I said you'd be surprised.
I have a question for you, Drew,
Yes.
when we're done with
Go
the
ahead.
call.
Go ahead and do it.
You want me to ask
Yes,
you the
yes,
question?
Yeah, ask the
Okay.
medical question.
Ask a medical question. There was, somebody got mystic tanned. Somebody, as in like my husband, got mystic tanned.
What's that?
Mystic tan is
It's where
when
an
they
elf
spray
beats off on him. Yeah, you never heard that?
little dark-skinned elves.
That's Mystic
Dark-skinned
Tantrum.
elves beat off on you in a fan, in a
Yes, so you
ceiling
stand
fan.
there and these chemicals spray on you.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, well, he didn't shower. And then I was worried that all those chemicals are going up inside me when I'm having sex with him.
Oh.
He didn't
Serious.
shower afterwards.
He didn't shower afterwards.
I don't know what the chemicals are they put on there
But
to
it
see.
stains your skin
Yeah,
for
yeah.
2 weeks.
Hold on a second. Aren't you supposed to wear a jockstrap or something when you go in there?
I'm married.
No,
not
he
you.
when he goes for the spray.
Not a jockstrap when you have
I'm
sex.
sorry. I thought it was like a new term for a condom. I was like, God, wow.
No.
No.
I mean, your husband, do you just go nude?
Yes.
Your nads get
Yeah.
hit and the head of your penis and
Yeah.
stuff?
No, not the head of the penis.
That can't be tan.
That's
Not my
soft, too,
precious head.
Jenna. It's very
What
soft.
you really want is to be like that little circle.
But hold on a second. The idea is to sort of simulate a tan. And I think part of that is some contrast. Like the ladies will get a tan line. They'll go in there and you'll see the tan line. It's erotic. It's creepy when guys have the tan nuts. It's weird. It's porn creepy, you know.
I'd have to see what the chemicals were.
Yeah.
True.
I was concerned after.
Go culture's nuts. He's in the next room.
I can't imagine it's much if you can go on the skin of the penis. You know what I mean?
Okay, but the skin of the penis and then in the vagina is very different.
Not
much
very.
more sensitive.
More sensitive, but it's not a far.
Well, I was worried.
Yeah.
I was concerned.
No, it's a good.
It stays your skin for 2 weeks.
Very, very valid.
You do not want a tan vagina.
Yeah, I can see the gynecologist looking at Jen like, "Have you been tan?"
Internal tanning.
Is there some sort of holiday tanning fogger you let off in you, or how does that work? Boy, these are very thorough people. Yeah. David?
Yeah.
You're 22?
I am.
Yeah. You got to wear underpants when you go into the
You're still
thing.
on the tanning.
You got to. All right, David, go ahead.
Okay. It started back in January. My neighbor was having a party. I came home with this girl, and we messed around. She gave me oral sex, and about a week later, I was kind of like, oh, okay, I didn't really know her that well, so I wanted to get tested for STDs because I get sometimes a little bit paranoid about that stuff. So I had a gonorrhea and a chlamydia swab, and my penis was still hurting me. So about a week later.
Wait, what do you mean it was still hurting you?
It hurt. It kind of felt like there was a rod inside, like a steel rod inside.
After they did the swab.
Yeah, it was a little bit tingly before, and then after the first, I actually went back a week later, and another doctor gave me a herpes swab.
David, you started up with it still hurt. It still hurt. You didn't give us the part before the still.
Yeah, you just said you decided to go in and get checked out.
You said it was because you got worried about
the reason. Okay, I'm sorry about that. What happened was after a week after the event, I went and got tested. It wasn't hurting me. And
no symptoms. You went in.
And then
what was the tingling?
Got a swab.
All right.
I'm sorry?
You know what? I think I'd tell you something. Line 5 is the one I just realized.
No, it's not dropping out.
It did a little bit, though. But go ahead. So you went in, no symptoms, had a swab, then what?
Yeah, and then it was, I'm sorry, let me back up. There was a little bit of tingle, I'm sorry. It's been I've seen so many doctors, I'm sorry. Okay, there was a little tingling, so I went in to get a swab. Okay?
Yep.
And that swab came back negative.
Yeah.
But about a week later, the penis was still hurting me, so I went in and I saw another doctor, and she goes, well, let's give you a herpes swab. There were no visible symptoms of herpes, but she said, let's give it to you anyways.
Again, you broke into still hurting. We started with tingling.
Yeah,
when did the hurting start?
It hurt after the swab.
Okay.
After the swab, it really started to hurt.
All right.
And then after the second swab, not only did the penis hurt, but there was pain in the abdomen, and the testicles were really sore.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I then saw a couple other doctors. One doctor, I saw several doctors because nobody could really give me a medical diagnosis of it.
Did you see the urologist?
I did see a urologist, and he, after I told him my symptoms and everything, he just kind of looked at me, and he brought in his colleague as well, and he kind of looked at me and goes, well, we don't know. These things just happen.
Yeah, that's true. And
maybe
then what?
Maybe just let it go away.
Okay.
After the doctor who did give me the herpes swab, though, I don't know if she hit something, I should say, in the urethra.
Yeah. Okay. Do they want to do a cystoscopy on you?
I'm sorry?
Do they want to do a cystoscopy on you?
The urologist suggested it, but he said I really don't want to stick anything else up there.
Right. Okay. Here's the deal, Dave. Here's the deal. They're basically.
How far up do they put the herpes swab?
Yeah.
3/4 of an inch?
Yeah.
What are you hitting? You're not hitting anything up
well,
there, right?
he may have already had something like a ridge or stenosis, something that
3/4. You're poking out my ass, by the way. I've got a lot there.
By the way,
if I'm nervous. Yeah. I'm nervous.
Only if you're nervous?
Just you're coming out the backside.
Or if it's cold.
It's like, well, we gave me a urethral swab. We got poop on it. You went too far. You sure he's not going number 2? Like he's not extruding it like Play-Doh?
No.
No, I think you went too far. well,
All right,
okay.
here's the deal.
Yeah.
I've actually seen cases like this. Not
How do you
uncommon.
swab for herpes, by the way? Don't you have to see something inside the urethra?
You can. Yeah, it's not.
That's it.
I know.
You're grasping at straws
Yes,
there,
absolutely.
are you not?
This, David, is a great example of why not to go to the medical system unless you have a serious medical problem.
But in these days of overtreatment, he's like, oh, they just said, go away.
Well, which is not a bad thing.
kept going to different doctors.
It's called iatrogenesis, where you go to the system for things that aren't really serious, and we eventually do something to you that makes you sick. But here's the deal: this is an inflammation of the urethral tract, usually associated with either prostatitis or an epididymitis. Definitely, you should be taking anti-inflammatories like Aleve. You should have taken a course of antibiotics, which I'm sure somebody gave you. And there are medicines that can help the way the bladder empty, that sort of relieves the lymphatic outflow of that area, something called Hitrin or Cardura. I had a guy that was actually a doctor that complained of this for like 2 years, and it wasn't until he went on Cardura or Hitrin and that this finally resolved itself.
Cardura was the name of his maid.
Yeah,
she
went on him.
Get on
she
top
went on
of him.
him. Yeah.
Oh, she got
with
on
the
top,
abdomen pain and stuff,
That's prostate.
could that be?
That's
It is
prostate.
prostate. Because women, that can be like a bladder infection. Or,
Sure.
Prostate,
It comes from the tanning spray.
yeah, I was really concerned with
It really
that.
interrupts the flora and fauna down there. Brown vegetable oil and crammed up there. You got to wear trunks. He's got to put some speed.
I'm making him next time.
That's good.
You know, I'll tell him get a thong back. That's a real
No,
creepy tan
thongs
line
are
for a
so
guy.
disgusting.
That's a great porn.
Ugh.
Great porn
Guys.
tan. Yeah, and a thong back.
Actually,
line.
yeah, they're gonna have to start making porns in Mystic Tan booths instead of like the lay down. You've seen the porn where they go in to get. Maybe you haven't.
Which one?
I don't know the names.
Yeah.
But they're always going, like, there's pizza delivery guys, and then they go into the tanning bed, and as he's laying down to get naked to get in the... okay, I...
They go into the tan bed on the
Yeah,
porn?
yeah.
I've seen
And it's
several
kind of
hundred
sexy, because it's like
thousand
purplish,
porns.
but I have a lot of porn.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Well, what format?
I have it on my computer, and then I have a lot of DVDs.
I think he means like what
No, that's what I mean.
No,
I meant
format.
format.
No, format.
I meant
Like,
format.
because a lot of people now are computer porn.
No, I would have asked theme. I just,
Oh, my favorite, Sex World.
Sex World.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
a
got
good
like,
one.
okay, but it's not really like the porn to get it on. It's more like the porn to laugh at, because it's
Right.
got like these characters that keep rabbit heads on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. Rabbit heads, and then there's a guy with a clown face.
Yeah.
Wow, it's awesome.
What about...
I have a few questions for you, Jenna.
Yeah.
About your childhood.
You ever
No,
watch...
I just think it's funny. I don't
No,
think
it's good
that's
time.
sexy.
You ever watch any of the Taboo series?
No.
Oh.
No, what's
Well,
the Taboo
why don't you-
series?
What's the Taboo?
I like the
What is
backstage
Taboo?
sluts.
Yeah, listen, you got to treat yourself to the Taboo series. It's a good vintage
My mom's
porn.
going to be really proud.
She killed herself at the
5
10
minutes ago.
o'clock hour.
As soon as the Mystic Tan question came up.
Yeah, oh my
What is a
God.
backstage slut?
Oh, it's like at the Snoop Dogg concerts and stuff. They
Yeah.
have all the girls who will go back and, you know.
do what they
yeah,
got to do.
do what they
like
got to do to
reality
get back.
things, kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like reality, but Snoop Dogg had a whole host of them.
Yeah.
They're really good, I'm telling you.
Pop Warner Coach of the Year, Snoop Dogg, everybody. Who would have guessed? Yeah, so you like the porn. Well,
And the
nothing
amateur
wrong with
porn,
that.
yeah.
Oh, the amateur.
I like the amateur ones too.
Yeah,
You get those mostly on the web though.
I'm down. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a few too many tats and aggressive vaginal piercings.
Ooh,
Call me old-fashioned, but I find it a little distracting.
I do too.
Yeah, I like that Girl Next Door thing.
Yes.
Do you like any of the vintage, 70s, 80s
I
stuff?
haven't seen them, but I would love them. I know
I'll
it because
tell you, it's like
I love old Playboy.
transporting yourself back into time and
Really?
beating off and then coming back again. Really
That's
what it is.
great. I really want to go get
But
it.
all you can do is beat off. Like, you can't go back and bet on the Super Bowl or stop the Kennedy assassination. You just beat off and then come back.
Okay.
But it's like transporting
That's
yourself
great.
back. It's like going back. It's like going back in time. Yeah. Speed off. Yeah, get some of that. Get some of that Taboo series.
Taboo
Great.
series. What is it?
Well, it's a monument.
What's
Here's the
taboo
thing.
when it comes to
what's
porn?
taboo? What isn't taboo in that movie? That's what you got to
Oh,
ask.
that's what it is.
Yes, here's the theme. He knows how to please in every detail. He's singing about the guy's having sex with his mom and his
Back in the
sister.
day- this is back in the day
He can
when
do
porn was actually
more
filmed.
than you'd ever imagine.
You're grossing Jenna
And
out.
do it with style. You getting hot? Oh,
Yeah.
it does it with me.
Can
Oh,
you turn the
yes,
lights
he
down again?
does. I know that you thought that you knew him. Now just listen and free your mind. Well, maybe you did, but you don't. That's you don't know the guy. You don't know he's having sex with his mom and his sister, do you?
Really, right now on the tape, he's having sex with his mom.
Yeah, well, he
it's about
probably.
that. Potentially.
And then shows it all And when he does, he satisfies me. I'm not sure which one I'm singing, though. If you knew just what he could do, you'd want him to if you only knew.
I love that you just did karaoke to porn. I've never. Usually karaoke to porn is really like bong chicka bong. Like you can't really sing anything.
Now this is the day when they had
wrote songs.
Yeah, I have to get this. It's a whole series.
They had cinematic scores.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's more the porn music.
Now these movies were crafted. These were finely crafted films.
I have to see
They
them.
didn't just crank them out like they do now.
Oh.
Very important.
Yeah. Do you know they make 400,000 porns a year on average?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Seems like a lot.
And then only like I don't know, 4,000 or something, like studio movies.
Oh yeah, big industry.
The ratio is
big
just
industry.
Insane. Yeah.
Probably the money's.
We got some
equally
DVD.
as crazy.
Yeah. DVD. I'll tell you. Once you go to the DVD format with the porn Drew.
Oh, then
what do you do with your 8-year-old kids in the house with all that?
Oh God, they're all put away.
They're enjoying
Oh,
it.
don't look at me like other people with children don't have porn.
I'm just saying, how do you?
Hey man, it's just a human body, an expression of love, man. The sooner the kids
you
learn
hide
about
them.
love,
You
the
hide
better.
them away.
All right.
You got to hide your
daughters,
love.
The boys go looking around for stuff.
Drew's too scared to have any porn in his
You don't
house.
have any porn in your house.
No. No.
Wow.
My dad didn't either, and I'm suing him. I do. I have a lawsuit against it. I can't talk about it, but he'll be stripped. He'll be homeless when I'm
I
done
love the
with
fact that Jenna's outraged and in disbelief.
No
what
porn.
kind of household is that?
I don't know. I mean, my parents were very strict Mormons, and I still found like old Playboys under the bed and stuff.
Oh, I would.
Well, yeah, it's pornographic though. It's not.
My only source of Playboy or any kind of porn materials when I would actually babysit, in which case I had to destroy the house looking for a photographer. And I'm not talking about looking under a pillow. I'm talking about opening a blade and opening the pillow and scattering the stuffing everywhere.
Back of the paintings.
Cutting all the paintings out, emptying all the jars in the refrigerator. It was a disaster. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you would love babysitting.
Oh, yeah.
You'd find plenty.
Oh
yeah. I'm picturing Jenna coming in about 1, 2 in the morning, opening the front door, and a tidal wave of semen washing her down the stairs. He found the mother lode.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. Getting that taboo.
You're making me feel really bad that I.
No.
cool.
That's not meant to make you feel bad.
We just God intended us, He meant us to be
voyeurs.
naked. Yeah, voyeurs. Yeah.
He intended us to be voyeurs of sex.
Nothing wrong with it, baby.
I'm a product of reality TV. Of course, I love voyeurism.
Phil?
Yeah.
What's up?
I have a question.
Is he in a wind tunnel?
Maybe it's more of a story than a question. But I met this girl when I was going to, you jump around massage parlors around the areas.
Oh, of course.
And, you meet these girls and stuff, and once in a while there's like a little click or something, or at least you feel like it.
That's called release.
Yeah, like you have a connection with one of the girls.
Exactly. So
right.
I come across this girl. She's like 22, really, really gorgeous, and we ended up, hitting it off. So 10 days later, she ended up wanting to quit, and we ended up being together and ended up getting married. So she didn't do the job for a very long time because, of course, she's only 22 years old. But I'm just having like thoughts because now I own a place, and it's really difficult because I'm answering the phones and she's actually working there.
I know.
That's what makes it so difficult.
Wait, hold on. We covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah,
did you say you married her?
Yeah, we got married, and then we started running out of money because we had this other, I actually ended up opening the place up.
A massage parlor.
Well, an apartment. I wouldn't call it a massage parlor.
Okay, so it's one of those.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, of course.
Well, it means like it's one
I
of
have to
the
go to
dirty.
Jenna. I had to go to Jenna for this thing.
Yeah, what's up?
It's one
for
of
the happy ending. I mean,
for the
it's not
happy
like
ending massages. And
But
now
that's
he's
what she was
worried.
doing already, though.
I don't know what she was. He said clicked. He didn't. I said release. He didn't answer.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't he say an apartment?
He's
said,
doing it
yeah,
from his home now.
From his home.
Oh, from his
And she
home.
answers the
Oh,
phone,
okay.
so now he's
he answers the
uncomfortable.
phone.
That's what he
And
just said.
schedules
yeah.
her stuff.
Schedules her stuff for the happy endings.
No, we ended up renting an apartment in a nice suburb, and, we got a good customer base. I could actually give you the website, but I'm not going to just for the sake of,
Yes, please don't.
privacy.
I'll tell you what else not to do, everyone. Don't threaten to give us something and then not give it. It's ridiculous. All right.
Oh, so you want the website?
No.
I don't want it. But I mean, I could give you. I'm not gonna. All right. Here's the deal. What is she doing with these guys?
Basically to her, it's just work.
Yeah, we get that.
Thanks.
Obviously,
Right,
you
so
know,
she's putting out oil derrick fires, but what is she doing with these guys?
Basically getting them off. You know what I mean? It's just like
hand jobs or.
All right, Jesus.
It's hard for him to talk about it.
All right, but I know, but here's the deal. You know, you can't be. You know, when the doctor tells you to drop your drawers, you got to drop your drawers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Phil.
Yeah.
What is she doing with these guys?
She's.
Oh, and then we get the F word. God, we have the world's. I can't.
So why would you marry them?
Oh, who cares? Just
You're done with the caller.
Well, here's the deal. He serves her up.
He just said the F word.
Here's the deal.
Hold on a second, Drew. He said the F word on the air, and we had to dump him.
Yes.
And it could it get any worse? Like we beg, and then so we get the F-bomb.
Yeah.
Obviously, Phil's a troubled guy.
Right.
Obviously,
Here's
he's a
the deal.
piece of work.
Yes.
Obviously, she's a piece of
Right,
work.
here's the deal. People that go into sex industries and tend to have something called a borderline personality disorder. And borderlines tend to be very attracted to sociopaths. And so we could surmise that Phil would be sort of sociopathic. And the fact
Phil's an idiot.
And the fact that he serves his wife up as a prostitute was seemingly kind of confused about it. Like, why, this kind of bothers me. I answer the phone, schedule it now. It's no big deal.
What do you think you're scheduling?
Yeah, I mean, but he has difficulty processing that this would be ethically a problem for him, morally a problem for him, emotionally a problem for him, because other people don't exist to him that well as whole people. They're just sort of objects for his use.
Yes.
And that's unfortunate. And it says that, Phil, you didn't ask for the condition you got, nor did your wife, but I would suggest you guys look into this a bit. There's treatment out there for
look,
guys.
they're not going to do anything. Phil's too much a sociopath to ever make a move in this direction. So here's what I'm saying, Phil. She's a mess. You're a mess. Here's what you can do. Not have any kids. That's about the best you can do.
So true.
And if you want to, you're not going to be able to ever have a normal life or sane life and do this simultaneously.
Right.
Everybody makes this
or a healthy life, live a long time, and you end up dying. People
they make this mistake where it's like, well, we're doing porn, but we're we have a beautiful relationship, or we're swingers, but the kids don't know, or we're slamming a little heroin, but it's okay because I got my daytime job.
Yeah.
All this kind of stuff, by the way, you can't do both at once.
Denial.
You can do both at once for a couple of years.
Yes.
And people are amazingly resilient. And you'd be amazed. Guys can keep their jobs at the law firm and do tons of coke and stuff. Eventually, the wheels come off the wagon.
But the reason people do that kind of thing is it works for them at that time. It actually makes them feel better for a while. It solves their emotional problems in the moment, but the solutions become added to the problems and actually create catastrophe.
Right. All right. Let's quick question for Jenna Lewis, by the way. Chris?
Yes.
24?
Yes.
Hi, Chris.
Oh, how you doing?
Good.
Big fan of the show. Love the show. You guys were not ragging on this guy because he's in the porn business, but because he's kind of a sociopath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, speculating.
What
going with it.
Jenna is saying that she's got all this porn and stuff. My question is, would, in another life, without the kids, and would you ever get in the porn business?
No.
Come on, baby.
Never, ever.
Never.
No.
Really?
No?
Never?
Never.
Even with sugar on top?
Because I was on Survivor Sucks, the boards, and there were, rumors and things.
Rumors about what? About me and porn? You're thinking of Jenna Jameson.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it.
The other Jenna.
All right. Even a little girl-on-girl, a little innocent girl-on-girl action? Yeah, maybe.
On tape, though? No.
Yes. Courtroom sketch artist.
I'm not saying that there's not pictures of me somewhere.
Sure.
Couple
Nothing
guys.
wrong.
But I just not in the business. I could never do it.
No, not your thing. A little bit of a little girl.
A girl-on-girl action, maybe. Yeah, it's a little more.
Maybe.
No.
You're fluid. All right. Taboo 2. That's the movie
I'm
going to
start the whole new series.
Yeah, and then when you hear the theme, you think of me.
I can't believe you know every word.
Oh, yeah.
That's scary.
Scary good, right?
So wait, there's rumors on a board that... Okay.
On a board?
I don't know. Survivor Sucks is a famous board that, like, all of us go read because it's got...
Is it a message board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people just rag on us. And it's more fun to see it when they're mean to you.
Oh, no, you just can't help it.
You
get upset, though, when you see that, don't you?
No, I laugh. Because
You
you
do.
got to think that it's like 12-year-old boys mostly sitting around just clamoring for attention from other people on the board. They're not actually saying anything because of the show.
Well,
so it's fun.
All right.
And besides, I get to see them rag on the other 17 people.
Jenna Lewis is here tonight from Survivor. Made it 38 out of the 39 days. Pretty damn good.
Wow.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board certified physician, blah, blah, blah. Jenna Lewis is here tonight from Survivor.
Yay.
38 out of 39 days.
It's a long time.
A real long time.
So you guys had Jerry on the show, and she was complaining about cold nights in Panama.
Yeah.
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 She was complaining about it a lot.
Nobody likes Jerry, but...
no, I like her off the
She was
show.
actually better and came across much nicer this time around on Survivor than she did in
and even when she
season
came
one.
to visit us, more personable.
Absolutely.
Well, I think she's a great person outside the show,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
she
Tough
definitely...
inside the show.
Well, she even said it. She's not sure that she was sort of meant for it, that she had a post-traumatic stress reaction, and
Yeah.
it was tough for her.
It was very tough for her.
Yeah.
But outside the show, she actually is a very great girl.
Same with Drew. It's just not
Outside the
not
show.
on the actual show. Drew just polished off a thing of Pez.
No mint.
No, it's peppermints, and I've been watching him pop these for the last hour and a half. I thought you had an oral fixation.
No.
I was about to diagnose you.
Well, I do, but that's different.
Oh, you do?
He's a
Okay.
man of great passion, by the way.
Really?
And by the way, your passion, and obviously you're a passionate woman. I mean, a woman
I am.
of
I'm very, very passionate.
exquisite passion. You may have met your match with
Really?
Dr. Drew, who's a man of great passion.
I don't see it.
You don't see it, but you'll
exquisite.
feel it when it hits. You'll know it when it hits you.
It's like a shockwave. You
It'll
don't
take
see it.
It'll take you down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice,
no,
really.
he's a passionate man.
What are you passionate about? Oral fixations, apparently. Peppermints.
He loves the ladies.
Uh-huh.
You know.
But he's married.
That's right.
Well, that's right. Now his passion
It's focused.
has all been
It's all
focused
focused, okay.
into one unlucky woman. See, he's a very passionate man. Before, it was more of a shotgun spray.
Buckshot.
He could take down a whole flock of birds with one squeeze of
Wow.
the trigger. Yeah.
Jeez.
Now it's more of a sniper's bullet. Day of the Jackal for Dr. Drew. But do not get lined up in his passion crosshairs,
I
my
was
dear.
trying to avoid eye contact as you were
Please.
talking. Mhm.
Please. And you can't see the passion
I
on
can't.
it.
No.
And that's the thing. Much like the librarian in the porn movie, lets the hair
That's
down
what
from
I'd
the
like
bun
to do. I
and
like to have the bun up.
whips the glasses off. That's Drew. Off comes the lab coat.
And then underneath are just garters. Yeah, I can
that's
see.
right.
You're wearing garters under those jeans.
That's right. But still had the dignity to put some underpants on in the tanning bed. the quiet dignity.
I just got back into underwear. I hated underwear for a long time.
Sure.
Now I'm
Now you're
liking
back?
it again. Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Spread the news.
I am. It's a new fad.
Charlie is 14 and has been on hold for 97 minutes. Charlie,
Oh, poor thing.
Hello?
what's happening?
My parents are getting a divorce, and every day it just gets that much worse and worse.
What does?
Their behavior, their habits. Like, my mom hasn't smoked since at least 2 years since I was born, and now she just started picking up smoking again.
Are they living together still?
Huh?
Are they living together still?
Yeah. They're working on since we can't have this house once my dad moves out. We're gonna find a smaller house, but they're gonna do share custody and all that. But
Yeah.
it's just getting to the point where it's almost driving me insane to be here. I just wish I could find another place to live for a while.
Do you have somebody you can talk to?
Sometimes, yeah, it just depends. Because a lot of my friends are understanding, except I don't have a whole lot of adults that I can talk to, because that used to be my parents.
Well, listen here, Charlie. What are you, in the 9th grade? 8th grade?
8th.
8th grade. And school's going to be over soon, or do you go year-round school?
No, it'll be over soon.
All right. And what are your plans for the summer besides to stay home and have your parents drive you nuts?
Right.
Yeah, I usually rarely do anything over the summer anyways.
Do you do any sports or anything outside the house?
I used to, but nah. I trained to be a referee though, but that's about it.
Trained to be a ref.
Football ref?
Yeah. No, soccer.
Soccer ref. Ooh.
It pays good for my age.
Sure.
What about
all right.
sleepaway camp?
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Camp.
Yeah, here's the whole thing, Charlie. Let me give you some tips from guys come from a broken family who's loser parents that if they didn't argue but they didn't talk either. Here's the thing: you got to get out of the house. A, you need friends. B, you need activities. You need stuff that does not involve video games and a television and you in your living room.
Physical activity with your
You got to
peers.
get out
Yeah.
and do stuff and be busy, and then come home when the street lights come on, tired, go in your room and go to bed, and leave early the next morning.
They'll be separated soon enough, and you'll have two separate lives you'll have to negotiate, unfortunately, but they'll be better than what you're dealing with now.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, and I feel bad for you. But right now, you need your friends, you need activities, you need things that are outside the house, and that doesn't mean Mickey's Big Mouth in the park in Reefer. It just means if you're into soccer reffing, sign up for as many possible games as possible.
Right.
Just as long as it's outside of your house, and you don't have to deal with your loser parents. Very sad, by the way, when the parents drag the kids in.
Yeah.
My parents would not talk or look at each other for like 10 years. Like they wouldn't go. They couldn't have an exchange. It was probably better in its own twisted way. But I mean, just couldn't physically see each other, even if it was from like across the street kind of thing. It was weird. There was no conversation, but never got divorced for like 10 years.
Did they sleep in the same bedroom?
How did they?
No, they were out.
So they were just separated.
They were separated
Who
for like
left?
10 years.
How'd that happen?
Oh, what?
But I mean, what happened? Do you remember it all going down, or?
Yeah, I think my dad probably regained some partial sanity and just left the house. I mean, they agreed. They just didn't get divorced because it costs like $80.
Did he just? Did he have an affair? Did he just get out? What? No. But I mean,
close your eyes. Picture my dad. All right, now close your eyes and picture my dad talking.
Oh, I can't.
You can't. Yeah, now picture my dad having an affair.
Okay.
Well, no, okay. Impossible.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I mean, did they say, hey, we got it? Your dad just said, I can't take this anymore. I'm moving out one day. Or
Yeah.
Did you just turn up missing?
I think they just agreed that it's like I think my parents sort of looked at each other and went, "Oh, what? You think you're a loser? What? I'm a loser. Look at you." They both were disgusted at each other. It was sort of mutual. Yeah. Hard to tell who would have been worse.
But my question is, do you remember how it finally broke? Did he just move out one day?
Yeah, he's probably just moved into an apartment.
You don't
down
remember
the street.
You don't really know what happened.
Well, it wasn't a big blowout or anything.
No,
he just packed it.
But did your mom sit down and go, your dad didn't come home last night? Or it's like we've talked, he's decided to leave?
Yeah, we had a discussion.
Yeah.
Your dad's going to move up the street in a crappy apartment with a lime green shack. Don't worry. Be right on Laurel Canyon.
He'll start wearing bell bottoms with tire pants.
It'll be nice. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. Oh, you still get the same crappy room. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So then that was it. And they didn't get officially divorced for like 10 years.
They were separated.
But they never spoke. And they wouldn't speak, they couldn't answer the phone and stuff. It's really weird. I just figured this is what parents do. Like when you get divorced, you don't talk. Yeah. It's good times. It's great love there, Of course. Great folks. Tom?
Hey, guys.
Tom?
Hello?
What's going on?
Nothing much. I had a quick question. I work at an adult bookstore, and a actual scout from Evil Angel came in and offered me a part in a pornography film.
Mm-hmm. Oh, scouting. Do you guys carry the Taboo series?
Yes, we do. Actually, I heard about you guys talking about that. I was looking at Taboo, too, right here.
Oh, I want a copy.
You got that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so basically I kind of laughed off the idea, and...
he's in the store
got a new customer.
He's at the store right now.
And by the way, each store should have its own sound. Not, the porn store shouldn't have the liquor store sound, which has the gas station sound. This one should be like...
I guess my question, though, is how did he just offer him? Did you drop your drawers? Because usually that's a requirement in porn.
No,
oh, really?
That wasn't.
Jenna knows quite a bit about porn.
No. I'm just guessing.
Frightened would be the word.
No, I'm saying I'm just guessing because shouldn't that be a prerequisite?
Well, here's the thing that I've heard about porn. If you're a guy and you want to get into porn, you got to bring a chick.
That's
No.
true.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
look at the
actually
guys. They don't go based on your facial features.
What's that, Tom?
That's actually my problem. Is I brought this up to my girlfriend. We've been dating for about a year now, and I love her more than life itself. And she actually wanted to do it, and I was like,
But wait a minute, Tom. Did this guy offered for you and your girlfriend?
no, just for me.
For you.
But then I just kind of laughed it off, and he gave me his card and everything, and brought him.
Are you sure he's not talking about gay porn, by the way?
I know, and that's exactly what I thought first, because usually if you're a guy in Scout, you're going to be entered into gay porn. So I kind of steered clear of that. You know, I work at a porn shop, so I know a lot about the porn industry. But
hey, let me ask you something, Tom, real quick. How about putting one of those orange Caltrans pylons in front of the gay section so I don't wander in there for the 56,000th time, you know? Because it's the same thing every time. It's a little 3-on-3. What do we got here? Oh, look at those three dudes all giving it to that. Oh,
Dude.
Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Oh, God damn it. Oh, this is... Okay. But
he lingers for an extra, 30 seconds.
This is repugnant. Oh, now how do I cleanse my mind of this? It's like watching someone getting a compound fracture or something. It's like, I got to hustle to the big top section and really dive, immerse myself and bathe in the big top section. It's just when it's the gay. Look, come on, put a cone there. That's all. The gays will want to know.
A string of Christmas lights will be all you need.
Just something. The gays want to know. They don't want to wander into our section. We don't want any part of their section. Put a goddamn cone there.
Well, it's always at the back of the store, so I really don't have to pay attention.
It's just eventually you get there, and it takes a while to decipher and process, and you have to figure it all out before you realize. And with all the shaved ass and tans, pardon me, I'm sorry, John, I know my husband does this, but a lot of tanned and shaved asses. It's hard to figure out what's going on, isn't it? It's tight ass on that. Oh,
You can't really tell who's gay nowadays. They just come out of the woodwork.
You can't really tell who's a man or a woman from the back nowadays.
We have those too.
That's the other cone you need to set up.
But no,
and listen, let me say this too. I sometimes have to scour those stores for the big top section, which should be clearly marked and right up front.
No, it's in our fetish section, along with a lot of...
Well, okay. How about you put it in your American section, huh? Because how about just all American, not fetish. There's no fetish about a man enjoying the female form to its fullest.
If it's like
fetish, how dare you? No, do you understand? I gotta sit there elbow to elbow with the guy.
He's trying to get a question out, and we're just talking about porn.
I like the big jug, so I gotta sit there with the guy with who like the chicks in Nazi uniforms smashing cockroaches. That's the section I'm drummed off to, like some sort of pariah. How dare you? That is porn. That is not a fetish. That's what porn is. Jesus Christ. It should have red, white, and blue bunting. It should look like the back of one of those trains from the 20s they would campaign from. You know, just the red with the bunting everywhere. As you step in, dun, da, 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 the band would strike up.
I don't know. Those also had a lot of pictures of Uncle Sam, and I don't think that really intones porn.
I wonder if Jenna's... I'm just thinking about your rape theory, which Jenna would appreciate.
No, I'm not kidding.
I want to hear
getting
it.
into
I
it.
do. I want to hear it.
All right, during the break. Tom.
Yep.
All right.
Question, Tom?
My question is how do I steer my girlfriend clear of this notion? Because not only do I think it would be detrimental to my future in my career, but it also...
Your career as a porn bookstore.
Yeah. Also, a customer comes in here and rents or watches a porn in the back with me in it. You know. That's
all right, listen, Tom. Just forget. It's gonna screw your relationship up. You know it. Just don't.
If you're in love, don't do it. And what did they?
More than life itself. Don't do it.
Did they have the stalls in the back?
Yes, we have the adult arcade. It's called.
Okay. Yeah. So they don't have whack-a-mole. They have whack yourself.
So it's actually illegal to masturbate back there, but it's kind of don't ask,
illegal.
don't tell.
Yeah,
illegal.
It's illegal to spit on the sidewalk. Yeah, but it's illegal, but yet there's a roll of paper towels in the in the stall. Do you have doors on the stall? They make you take those off.
There you go.
Oh, your ID. His ID.
ID. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, no returns on the antelope. I like the big signs. It's not you break it, you bought it. It's you shoved it up your ass, you bought it. That's
why the vibrators don't come back either, right?
No, that's why they have to fire them up. I like
Actually,
that
we have
part.
to test them before we sell them.
Yeah, I know.
Are
I
you
know.
kidding me? Really?
No. It's like there's certain places like where you buy tools where you can't return them, so they'll plug them in and they'll fire
Make
up
sure
the
they
pad
work.
sander to let you know the thing works. There's no returning. I mean, you can imagine why you can't return
Yes.
a vibrator. So just to make sure you don't walk out of the door and then come back and the thing never worked, they actually have to fire the stuff up. For me, it's like, it's $8. I'll take my chance.
Yeah.
You don't have to go ahead and put the C cells in there and fire the thing
It might
up
actually
right
make
now.
me never want to use it after I've seen some of those people operating and
Yeah?
turning it on. Yeah.
Yeah, not me. We're going to take a quick break. Jenna Lewis here from Survivor. Dear friend now. She loves the porn. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Jenna Lewis here tonight from Survivor. My
Hi.
favorite show. I think I'm pretty sure. I didn't see all the first season, but after that, I think I've seen every episode. And I certainly saw every one of the Survivor All-Star episodes, which
I was
really...
boring on that, really.
No, you weren't.
Oh, yeah, I was. I think I was boring.
Well, did you feel that you were represented in your true light when you saw them cut it together and air the show?
Not really, because I was very snakish out there. I was very strategic. So, and then I don't think they really showed that. Especially towards the end, I was starting fights with everybody.
Do you guys still have relationships with people that you were?
Yeah.
Are people mad at you still from?
I don't think so. I got out of this crystal clean, actually. Even though I was starting a lot of fights, people aren't mad at me. I think because I didn't win. If I'd have won, yes, everyone would hate me for one reason or another.
Well, it seems the people that seem ridiculous are the people like Lex and maybe...
Big Tom, Kathy, they were all
the idea is like they have to confront the people at the end. It's like, yeah, you didn't play fair. I thought I had a friend. You stabbed me in the back. It's like, how narcissistic can you get, you screwball? The guy's trying to play a game. It's really like cussing out a player on another team for hitting a home run or pitching them inside a little bit or something. So I thought we were friends. Yeah, you're friends. You're attempting to play a game just like you do with your friends.
Right.
You know, I mean, friends compete all the time. The guy came in second. Really, just should have won. Really,
Rob should have won.
Rob, who was just sort of plain old better than everybody. His only problem was he would just beat most people, not only at the tasks or the challenges, but he was actually better in from a strategic standpoint, and that sort of angered them. They were lesser players, and then sort of angry at him for beating them, and sort of. They really looked immature, the ones that were sort of whining about it. I mean...
they all were. I mean,
just
everybody
about
stood up.
everybody, yeah.
Rupert and I were the only ones who didn't stand up and bawl them out.
Well, the guy played the game better than you did. You should give him his props. Right. If Drew
But
had
you know what?
any...
They'd all been off the set for a while, right?
A couple days.
What if they were coached, though, by,
They could have been influenced by the other. But I mean, I was back at jury camp, and so was Rupert, and we still, I mean, I didn't want to talk to them, though.
Yeah. Well, Lex had some valid points.
But in my final tribal council, I stood up when I voted and said I wanted Rob to step up. I wanted him to admit he played the game better, and I wanted him to say that in the tribal council, and he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, he
pussied out.
Yeah. Josh?
Yeah.
You're 26?
Yes.
You're dating a 36-year-old who is your boss at work.
Well, she's not exactly my boss. She is actually a superior, but she's not a boss.
All right.
So what kind of work do you do?
I do security.
And she's somebody that, works in a managerial position?
Kind of like supervisional.
But not over you.
All right. Not over him.
Not over you.
All right. So what? So enjoy.
It could be an issue. Your company may have policies about that sort of thing. You ought to check that out.
What are you doing? Are you just a security guard?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So what? You lose your job.
So you may have to give up that job to maintain this relationship.
Yeah. Turn in your key ring, Josh. Or we're going to let you
maybe
go.
start the same job somewhere else, that kind of thing.
We're going to need your pepper spray and your to turn in your shield. Your
flashlight.
And your billy club.
Yeah.
Flashlight.
Flashlight? Oh,
it's not a billy club. It's a mini mag light. All right, Josh. Knock yourself out, buddy.
Oh, okay.
All right. No, no problems there. Drew doesn't like this sort of dating in the office kind of thing, but he's not in the
superiors
office.
Stuff, not with people who have authority over other people. That really is a problem.
Little different when it's a female who's up top. Little
Actually,
different.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't, but it is. And I think rightfully so, because I think guys tend to sort of throw their weight around a little bit and try to use that position of power in order to...
well, that's the whole point, is when there's a power imbalance and somebody's exploiting that position.
Yeah, but it was probably he who spearheaded this whole thing.
Or
no,
maybe she's like one of those control freaks that really, in a relationship, wants somebody to control them. A lot of women with power, a lot of people, women
issues.
that intimidate a lot of men usually want somebody that intimidates them.
That's true.
I tell you, two would have very passionate children. Very passionate. Jenna Lewis here tonight from Survivor, a passionate woman, as is Drew.
A passionate woman.
Yes, he is. We'll take ourselves a quick break. We'll be right back. Well, everybody, that's the show. I'm going to thank the delightful Jenna Lewis. I'll tell you, I didn't think I would fall in love with you after just one show. Much came across well on Survivor, but in real life, 1,000 times better.
Passionate in real life.
Absolutely.
Like Drew.
Yeah. Yep. Very passionate man. Passionate.
I don't know if you've been on the receiving end of this passion, but you're very passionate about Drew's passion.
That is my one ironic passion. Drew explained to Jenna during the break that he was passionate about people, and I actually got more specific with it and narrowed it down to blondes.
Blonde
Yes.
people.
Blonde people.
I happen to be
That's
blonde.
what he's most passionate about. All right. God bless you. We'll see you on
Thank you.
Survivor All-Star.
Oh, God, I hope not.
And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Go to MA, get a sponsor, start working some steps, and then it'll be...
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.